A really quality ref. He wants to let the game flow, doesn't want too much chat, so hopefully we can just let him do his thing, mate. You know, it's going to be a pretty testy game, exactly what we want to expect out of a second test, and you know, just let him ref and we'll try and play the best we can.
Kieran, down the back here, just to clarify, you're still calling line-outs?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What did they do very well last week that caused maybe a little bit of confusion for your own line-out? How much extra work have you done this week to make sure that you're seeing the space and everything a little bit better?
Yeah, it was you know, off day for us. We certainly pride ourselves in the line-out, so yeah, they haven't worked any harder, just a bit smarter this week. And probably if you look back at it, it was our own errors really. One where they got up in front of us, the rest were our own fault for turning the ball over. So worked on that. Hopefully we got our timing right, and look forward to nailing them tomorrow night.
Chris, where you go?
Kieran, a lot of the Lions players have called this game the biggest of their careers. Is it similar for you and your players? How does it compare to their World Cup final?
In a sense, I guess it compares in terms of the one-off nature of a game. Where for them, it's, you know, they win the series. If we win the series. So, you know, it's in some ways, I think, what's been built up in the series, it's pretty special. The fact that it comes around every 12 years is another factor in that. And so I hope that it's not lost on our players. I certainly know that we're pretty excited by the whole challenge of what the Lions have brought. And we knew last week we were in a massive test match. And so, you know, it's not going to be any easier tomorrow. It's certainly going to be a lot tougher for us, so looking forward to that.
Yep, Joe down the back.
Obviously, the Lions are going to bring more intensity and more physicality and more passion than last week. I guess, how do you as an All Blacks team, when you know that's coming but at such an unknown quantity, how do you quantify what they're going to bring? How do you, I guess, prepare to match or go up a level when you don't quite know exactly what's going to go on?
Mate, it is rugby, so we'll go out there and play the game. Look, we go out there and we want to bring as much passion and energy as what we do as All Blacks as well. So you'll certainly hopefully see that from us. If we're sitting back and waiting and expecting what the Lions are going to bring, we'll certainly get caught on the hop and you know, we'll be dominated out there. So we can't be doing that. We've just got to go out there and play our game, show our energy, show how much it means to us as All Blacks. So we're looking forward to doing that.
If this were to be the last Lions tour ever, would that be a massive loss in your mind to World Rugby?
I don't think that'll happen, mate. It's just been so exciting, I guess, being around the country the last couple of weeks and seeing the supporters from both sides. Like, you know, it's been awesome actually. If you're in the pool and stuff, you see in our own hotel, and they're just so passionate about the game, and I'm sure it will continue.
Up the front,
Kieran, were there any surprises when you saw the Lions line up, and does it change the areas where you can target where there may be a few weaknesses?
I guess I wouldn't say surprises, but I think they've utilised their whole squad, haven't they? They've got some great quality players across their team, and I guess it's the mix that they've gone for this game. So certainly I think they've got a couple of guys on the bench who played pretty well last week, who'll make an impact for them. And across the board, yeah, just quality players. So hey, we've just got to adapt to whoever they put out there on the field, and this week's no different.
Have you got enough time there to adapt and change in the day or two that you've got before the game?
Yeah, to be honest, we won't change how we're going to play. You know, we'll look just to subtly, I guess, operate things, but we've got a game plan that, you know, we think is right for how the Lions are going to play. And mate, if it turns out it's different, then we'll have to adapt on the run out there on the field. So conditions play a part in that as well, and so we'll have to adapt to those as well.
Nigel, where you go?
Kieran, have you made a decision as to whether you're going to actually have an official vice-captain tomorrow night, and if so, who would that be?
Good question, Nigel. No, we've got a good bunch of men around me, and so I'm not too sure, man. There's probably a few guys putting their hand up if say I go off.
Okay, so just to follow on to that, then, who would you like to see step up and be a little bit more prominent as leaders, with Ben not being there at the back?
Oh mate, it's you know, we've got our leaders. Bodie will step up and drive us around the field. You know, Aaron Smith as well is one in the backs, and we've got leaders across the whole forward pack. So it's not a worry about who's going to step up and use their voice. Izzy's played over 50 tests to come at fullback, we need to use him, use his eyes, I guess, at the back. He can see things that are slightly differently to us in the front line. So I'll operate using guys how I can and how I see fit.
Yep, in the front right here.
Just going back to the line-out, Warren Gatland's dropped a couple of the Lions' key line-out men in Peter Imani and George Cruz, and they've got an inexperienced line-out caller in Maro Itoje. Do you feel like the line-out's an area that you can get an advantage on Saturday?
Yeah, I think we've got to target line-out scrum as a forward pack. Yeah, it was a tight battle last week, as I said before. You know, we weren't as accurate as we could have been, but we managed to steal a couple of their ball and try and stop them from getting quality ball off their line-out as well. So we'll come back to our attitude, I think, in that area. But yeah, it's hard. He's still a quality player, I guess, Mara, and so you know he'll bring something different to the group, and we know what that is.
We've got probably a couple more questions, so we'll go Joe down the back.
Kieran, with what's on the line, obviously the series has gone for the Lions if they lose tomorrow night, do or die for them. How much extra does that add to this test, and I guess how much of a step up will it be from the first match?
Yeah, I think it will be a step up. It's certainly, yeah, you put those things on the line, it makes teams both pretty, I guess, ruthless in wanting to do the best they can. So, you know, it is their tour, it's their year, I guess, this next game. You know, for us, we've got to have that same mindset. I think, as I said, we can't just be waiting for what they're going to bring. We've got to go out there and try and take it ourselves and lead, you know, with our game and impart our game onto them.
We've got last question. Yep.
Kieran, we saw this morning you're out doing some coaching with some school kids or whatever. Can we take that as a sign you're pretty relaxed ahead of this game?
Yeah, well, part of it, mate. It's pretty good. I quite enjoy doing that type of thing with the children, and it's just all, you know, I've got to stay relaxed now. Mate can't be playing the game today, so you know, I'll build myself up for the test match. But yeah, the guys are, you know, that's what we do as All Blacks, mate. You've got to get out in the community. We love doing that, seeing our fans, and as I said before, I think the atmosphere around Wellington's been huge. It's been immense. It's been great to see all the Lions fans around and the Kiwi All Black fans getting out as well and supporting us. So it's been a good week.
Thanks, everyone. See you all tomorrow night. Thank you.
Yeah, mate. Can I please? Gotta go Cowboy Rangers. Let's go watch the game tomorrow.